perfect conditions, I think, to run fast. Good chance we see some course records today.
When I look at the starting list and I see these names, it's really easy to get some imposter syndrome. Like, do I belong even thinking I can race against these guys?
Boy, doctor!
There's always this part of you that says, I'm not sure I really belong here.
I'm just on a long drive and I was thinking, you know what, who can I call? What about T. Hams?
Right now, I am actually in Arizona. I got Black Canyon 100K tomorrow morning, actually.
You have a goal time or something?
Shooting for top 10. The best of the best are here, so it's even more competitive than JFK, so we'll see.
Good luck tomorrow, dude. You're gonna kill it. Make sure you get those pasta carbs, load up, spaghetti dinner.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
You ready for this?
Check out these shorts.
Oh, you got the pineapple shorts?
Yeah.
So Tom wore those shorts when he paced me at my first 100K, and when we got to the finish line, I was like so excited and everything, and I remember Amy, the race director, she's like, those are some sweet shorts. And I was like, but I just finished this race. All she cares about is the pineapple shorts.
Ready? Yeah, I think so. We during the race will come around this way.
Leading into it, I felt really well prepared.
If this is the gauntlet, we're in good shape.
I put in a really big training block for this race, so overall I felt like I was well positioned to go out and compete.
That was 2 miles done, so we'll do an extra, 3 or so. There's a mile, boys, one. Little techie.
The Black Canyon course is really fun because it has a good mix of smooth single track, there's some rocky climbs, there's cacti everywhere. What I would call it is a tale of two halves, where the first half is super, super fast, easy, smooth, and then pretty much from the second half on, you have a lot of tough climbs, the heat comes in, it gets more rocky and technical.
Now that I've seen a few of them, I'm saying 45 foot.
I'm gonna say 186 feet.
Holy shit.
78 feet.
78.
Okay.
So right in the middle. Maybe you're gonna find the 78-foot cactus.
I really want to finish in the top 10 here. On paper, I have really no business doing that, but I want to see how I stack up with these guys. So I've put in a lot of training for this. So that's the goal, top 10. See what happens. We are at Chaleen's on 17, going to Expo time. Good. Bib number 608.
Thomas.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
That's kind of a sick bib. What do you think?
I ran the inaugural year of this race, so that was a long time ago, probably like 12 years ago or something like that. It's a crazy race now with just all the competition. Very, very different from a decade ago when it was like 30 of us puking in the desert from heat sickness, So it's a different vibe now for sure.
It used to be like 200 people would run this race, or like not that 5 years ago maybe it was like 200 finishers, and now it's up to 1,000. So it's like changed a lot.
Do you guys feel like you're in the boom of ultra running right now?
I do believe that this is kind of an exploding moment of trail running. I think in 10 years they'll look back and like, wow, these guys were slow. But I do, I love being a part of what we think is a boom right now, and I think the big boom's yet to come.
This race is very, very notorious for all the 100Kers getting to Black Canyon City and having PR'd like a 50K, because it is so fast, it's so smooth, and then you have the hard part of the course coming up, and it sort of like chews people up.
Black Canyon in particular, you kind of have to be ready to race for 7 hours and change if you want to win.
I'm just going to keep my eyes on who's around me, who's in front of me, who's behind me, and just try and make game time decisions.
I find it hard to believe that there's not going to be a few people into that course record.
Kind of got me hyped, got me jazzed up.
Yeah.
Ready to go. I like how it kind of reminds you that like they're just regular people, they're funny, and just chill. But I'm ready to have some fun with them. Okay, are you guys ready? It's custom made by Pat Hanlon. Check this out.
The doctor, baby.
The doctor's coming to play tomorrow, boys.
We are here to kick off the 2026 Mountain Outpost broadcast season.
We have the deepest, most competitive field in North American ultra running history.
Big day. It's here. Kind of feels, I love pretty much everything about the race process besides race morning. It feels like you're in purgatory, just like waiting to get there. Once you're in the car, you know it's kind of go time. I knew I was ready, but there's a lot of nerves that come with it. I'll be proud as long as I execute the race plan. That's kind of the main focus, and then you put in the work, you do what you can, and see how you stack up. But hopefully slide into that top 10.
You've got sort of these three categories. Experienced pros, highly successful at this distance or even longer, but not having been in this race. And then the real wild card category, super fast people with lots of pedigree, haven't done this distance before. The old me would always err on the side of experience. I don't know about that this time.
In 10.
You're hanging in limbo, you're hanging in space, just waiting for that gun to go off.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I was so stoked to get out there and start moving.
Right on time. They're off, Chris. Here we go. Another year of Black Canyon 100K coverage.
Gun goes off and you could almost feel this palpable electricity. You could hear the announcers, you could see people sprinting across the field. You know, you feel like you're a dog that's been chained up and finally, you know, you get to let it rip. It was really, really a fun and exciting start, especially running around the track where you can see pretty much everybody that you're going to be racing against in that elite field there.
Did you see the sign on the way in that said the town population of 11? So 11 people, 158 cattle, and what was the other?
32 horses.
32 horses, yeah.
Right now we're at Bumblebee Ranch. That is the first crewable aid station on the Black Canyon 100K or 50K course. Over here to the side, we've got our aid station where our aid station crew will take care of them, and then they pass through the ranch property, head on out, and they'll go on to the next aid station.
We got this nice little box with all the stuff on it. It's not the most glorious, but it'll do the trick. The idea is that it's just all out there so you can just grab it, you know, grab and go. Keep it quick and efficient.
The start to Bumblebee was so fun. It was a really, really awesome section of the trail. It's pretty much a downhill bomb. You're really moving along on single track, so it's super easy to kind of let loose.
Good morning from Antelope Mesa. It has been absolute fireworks this morning, and kind of as you guys had predicted, everybody is a little bit faster than last year.
So for me, I really, really had to try hard to like stay calm, stay relaxed. Pretty much every step, that was the thought going in my mind of like, I know I can see all of these people in front of me and that's completely fine. I'm right where I need to be. It's super easy to accidentally get, you know, sucked up into the really fast top field there.
All the big names, all the major players, they were right where they needed to be through Antelope Mesa. As you said, this is kind of the aid station that gets skipped by most of this front field as they start to embark on this amazing 13-mile roller coaster down to the next spot.
And there's Francesco right behind the guy with the Dr. Pepper singlet.
It was fun going out there and trying to, you know, find a good spot in the pack where I'm not running up at the front, but I'm staying comfortable, even though the course is like really ripping along with you.
Dr. Pepper guy.
Dr. Pepper guy seems to be the crowd favorite.
20th place was like an hour 23 last year. Right now, an hour 23 puts somebody down around like 30th to 40 place. So like people are going out really hard right now. Got Jordan Bramblett, number 1, Hans Troyer 2, Zach Perrin 3, Kenyon Woodward 4, and Eli Hemming 5. Tom falls down in 29th right there. Just over 4 minutes that separates the two. Maybe in a race like this, it starts to spread out more. But I do expect, like Tom was saying, in the second half that's when he's going to make up his ground. So this is kind of expected right now.
Following on trend with Antelope Mesa, we've got continued fireworks down here.
That is your men's top 5 leading into Bumblebee Ranch. I cannot believe it.
That is an incredibly fast switch.
How you doing? You look great.
Feel pretty good.
Hey, you got all of Hoka on you.
Have fun.
Just go, he's down. Ryan's about 10 places behind you.
Okay, all right.
Awesome.
Go, go, go. Let's go hard! Where's the gels?
Gels?
Chilling.
You look great. See you soon.
Which way? Just around the corner here. Matt's got his hand up. He's waving for you. Right here.
Perfect.
Here, I'll grab the belt. Don't worry
Everything
about
comes
that.
out?
Yeah.
Nope. Pepper.
How's it so far, Tom?
Oh, good. Really good.
Yeah,
Nice and smooth. Feel
you're
good.
crushing. You're sticking to the pace.
Yeah. Everything else good?
Executing to form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
How
going.
you doing, man? Keep crushing.
Love you guys.
Now Tom's got a ways before he sees us. We're gonna meet him at Deep Canyon. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We expect to see him looking just as good then. Kick some butt.
Fast through Bumblebee. Everyone looked great, but things could very quickly change on this next section of trail.
Coming from Bumblebee up to Deep Canyon, that section is tricky because you've been going at that point for, 20 miles, and that 20 miles is fast moving, downhill and smooth. So it's kind of a stark change when you come up from Bumblebee and you start to get this big rocky climb. You get a little precursor of, what's in store for you for the next 40 miles.
Between Bumblebee and Deep Canyon Ranch, that's going to make or break their race. If they don't take care of themselves with nutrition, hydration, temperature control, it's over.
Is there a possibility that some of these runners are basically gambling on the fact they're going to be able to outrun the sun a little bit longer? We're going to see a whole lot of action from Deep Canyon Ranch, the halfway point of the Black Canyon Ultra's 100K race.
Got Jordan Bramlett, Hans Troyer, Eli Hemming, all very close together in that front pack. Zach Perrin, Canyon Woodward, and then following that for M6, we've got Tracy Knott, Anthony Costalis in M7, Coleman Cragen, Anthony Williams in 9th, and Stephen Kirsch in male 10. So that is our top 10 men. We've seen half of those so far, but they're coming in fast and furious.
At that point, I was still feeling really, really good mentally. I thought I was in a good spot. And just coming into that stretch, I started to just feel some little cramping, starting to happen in my calves primarily. So you never really want to be feeling any sort of cramps within, the first half of the race. But it was just these small little cracks of things where, I was a little bit concerned. If any of those things get worse, you can be in for a really long second half of the day there.
Your stuff.
We're gonna take care of your ice in a minute.
I need Salter.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Pouring some water on you.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yep, keep going. That's good. Just one at a time. It's fine. I need salt bad.
Pickle juice down there at the table if you see it. Careful.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm moving good still. Took a couple big spills.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you look okay though.
The back one's filled.
So
Can you put this in the back?
Take the water. You want scratch?
I just don't like the. I like
how big it is.
No, I like the locking one in the back.
Got it. He'll be down there and ice with him. Okay. Keep crushing, Tom. You're doing great.
Up through Deep Canyon Ranch, I starting to feel little things potentially start to go wrong, but I still fully have my sights set on top 10. And the goal at that point with Connor, once I picked him up, was that we were going to start, reeling in some of those groups in front of us.
This is the fun part where we get to clean up every single time after him. Took a couple spills, he said, and I mean, you could see it on the knees. They were bleeding a little bit, but that's all right. This is kind of a tough section because he's got 19 miles without crew, but he does have a pacer, so I'm hoping at least Connor can get him at the couple aid stations along the way to take what he needs. Probably about 3 hours is my guess till he's at Table Mesa, and then we'll finish strong, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours to the finish.
All right, Tom. We're out here. We're closing in on a group in front of us. The Pepper King, the people's hero.
So once we came through 50K at Deep Canyon, I picked up Connor. Anytime you pick up a pacer in one of these races, it's really like, it's kind of a weight off your shoulders.
It's a couple setbacks the last couple miles. But we're coming up strong on this hill. And we know we got a group right in front of us.
Just the act of always having somebody next to you or in front of you or behind you to kind of lead you through that section is really, really nice. So Connor did a great job. It was awesome to pick him up, and we started trying to catch some groups ahead of us.
Eyes locked. Let's keep it going now, Tom.
Your runner only has to cross the mat, turn around and go out if that's all you want him to do. And if you complete, keep it as open as possible.
We're at about mile 50. It's the last cruise station before the end of the race. It gets crazy here.
Go left, go left. Whatever you do.
It's like a circus later on when the bulk of the runners are coming through. It gets harder and harder for us to stay ahead of them.
That's it, baby. You're okay.
If you compare it to a NASCAR race, where the guys pull into pit row and how fast can your crew get you in and out of your pit stop, it's going to work the same way here.
Canyon! You're going to run straight out.
Go, Canyon!
All right, let's get 6th or 5th or 4th or 3rd.
Woo! You got it! You got it! Someone that starts.
Buddy, go, buddy, go!
Let's go, Jerry!
Runner, come in!
Way to go, Ann.
Minute 20. You want cold water on you?
No, I don't think so.
You good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't want you to overheat.
No, I'm good.
Okay, this is your shit.
Nice job.
Let's go.
Right back. Right back.
Let's go, Ed!
Nice work.
Oh.
That was
Thanks,
quick.
Steve. He's anxious every time.
Really quick.
We just saw a 6-minute gap grow pretty quickly. So when we say it's anybody's game late in the race and anything can happen, it's true.
Oh yeah, 37, so he's dropped back. Yeah. I knew it, dude. When it was getting really hot and he was starting to cramp already, I was a little worried with the hydration and everything.
There's a really long stretch in between Black Canyon City and Cottonwood Gulch. It's about 9 miles. It's the longest unsupported section without any aid. After about 2.5 miles into that section, I had already finished my first bottle. I go out and I pull my second one, and I'm about to take my first sip of it, and I tripped, fell, and I actually ended up cutting that flask open on a rock. At that point, I was in for about 6.5 miles without any hydration at all. I was trying not to panic, but that was a scary moment, and I knew, kind of regardless of what happened, that next stretch was going to be a really, really tough part to get through without any water.
I just don't know what to expect, man. Like, is he going to be ready to like push the pace, or is he like in the mindset now of like just going out there finishing?
In between Cottonwood Gulch at around mile 43 and Table Mesa, which was mile 51 when I was about to pick up Matt, I was feeling the ramifications of that tough section without any hydration. I was starting to get a lot of cramps. There were a couple times where I wasn't picking up my legs enough, and I took quite a few spills there. At this point, I was really starting to hurt. I felt that the Grim Reaper was on his way for me.
Here we go, Tom! There we go. Nice work. Nice work. All right, Dr. Cooper. Go, go, go! Let's go, team.
All right, nice job, nice
need ice.
Yep. Coming into Table Mesa, physically things were really starting to turn for the worst at that point. But there was a lot of energy I gained kind of mentally with seeing all of the crews there. So while I was feeling physically really, at that point quite bad, it was a bit of a mental energy boost to get through to Table Mesa and finally see Matt and Devin and get some more ice and water.
Where's ice? I really want ice.
Matt's getting you ice.
If you want, dude, we can sponge you up there.
I need sponge bad.
Yeah, we sponge you up. Yeah. Do you want water too? Just the Gatorade? Here, want to walk it up?
Yeah. Through Table Mesa, especially when things were starting to feel, quite bad, the crew is really responsible for getting ice, water, bringing some mental energy.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. This is what he needed. Go. Oh man, dude, this thing's tight.
Got big arms, I guess.
Dude's jacked.
You're questioning whether you can even finish this thing, but to have these people here, some of them came across the country to support. I can't give up this thing when I have these people who are out here all day just to, help slug me through to the finish.
Runner coming, go Tom! Let's go! Good boy, doctor!
How was it? Dude, it's tough out there. It's hot. Gotta get those electrolytes, get that water. I took a few tumbles out there, which is tough. I mean, he came back pretty well. There's clearly some points that we just wish we could have carried more water, more electrolytes. Overall, I'd say he's still making good headway. He's just having some low lows and his highs aren't quite matching that peak. So I think Matt has a bit more experience out there than I do, and hopefully he can coach him through this a bit better than I can.
So I picked up Matt at Table Mesa, mile 51, and he was going to run with me to the finish. I knew no matter how bad things got that Matt would be able to get me through to that finish.
There was just a lot of tight technical turns, and that's kind of what took Tom on a couple spills. Yeah. And like I was saying, that just, you get a spill, it might not really physically drain you, but it mentally drains you, and the mentality is just going to follow that.
From Table Mesa, at that point you're close-ish to the finish. You still have 11 miles to go, but that stretch was it was so grueling. It was really, really hard even to just keep moving.
Words or no words?
There were a couple stretches in which I would, hit a rock or trip or stumble or fall. And when that happened, it was pretty much every muscle in my body would completely seize up. Even if you're 4 or 5 miles from the finish, you start to question, can I get there?
And your men's champion for the day and new course record holder here at the Black Canyon 100K with a time of 7:20 flat, Hans Troyer. Big round of applause and make some noise for the 3 fastest guys here at the Black Canyon 100K.
When I was about a half mile from the finish, you could start to faintly in the distance hear some people cheering. I could see a little bit far off the little blue pylons that I'm ultimately going to run through at the finish. The relief of knowing that I'm there and you still got a tiny bit more work to do, but I was going to finish this thing. It's a big relief, even though at that point, my goal had long since passed. I knew I wasn't going to accomplish that. You always have the secondary goal of I came out here, I flew across the country, it's I'm gonna finish this thing.
You can see him coming over the ridge. Matt's right there. Hopefully he comes in with a smile on his face, but if not, we're gonna make a hell of a lot of noise anyway, so.
Seeing Connor belting out and cheering for me was really a cool moment. It's moments like that that make it all worth it.
Yeah, Tom, let's go, Tom!
Until you've done an ultra, you don't really know what the suffering is like, and everybody asks, like, why do you do this to yourself?
Go, Tom! Woo!
You know, nobody does this because it's easy. Part of the reason we do it is because it's hard. And so even though I was really, muscles were not functioning, actually making through that line where you realize, like, this is all worth it. And, no matter what your goal is and how you finish, it's about finishing.
I need one right now. I need a real Dr. Pepper and an actual Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, let's go!
Oh, that shit sucked, man.
Oh my God. More than anything, though, I learned that, I love this. I love doing this sport. I love that it's hard. I love that it doesn't always go your way. Fact of the matter is, you learn a little bit when you do really well. You learn a lot when, things don't go your way. And next time, I'll be more prepared to, encounter some of those challenges out there on the course.
Who won, Hans? Oh my God, that was hard. Really, really hard. Man, that did not go as planned. You guys know what place I came in? 50?
Right now it was 40.
40 exact?
Yeah.
3.5 miles to go. And literally every muscle in my body just completely seized. The whole thing just goes. I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to move anymore.
I'd be going up a little climb and I'd turn around and be like, Tom, are we gonna make it?
It was really, really cool to share some miles with you guys. Well, a lot of miles with you guys, really. It kind of sucks, setting the game plan with the intention of finishing hard and doing the exact opposite. That kind of sucks, but yeah, we learned a lot today. And I think the biggest takeaway is I got some work to do, and that's fine. And for Western states, I think the main focus is going to be fatigue resistance. Honestly, energy systems felt pretty good. I think executed the plan well. Just didn't have it in the legs today. Yeah. So there's a critical challenge here. I don't know if I will ever get up out of this chair. No.
Yeah, it goes straight up. Oh my God. Now just let me stand here for a minute.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so bad. This is maybe the worst thing about running ultras.
Pepper! Let's go!
A Dr. Pepper a day keeps the doctor away. That's what they say.
They call this guy.
Ironically, though, I probably need a doctor. Even the pepper can't save me right now.